matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's Desmond King on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First down, Rivers looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now Rivers. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A little juke. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 24. Mahomes going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back, to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Here we go now.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. Left side here to Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Slow.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And it's complete to Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Butker on for the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Butker now to kick this one away. To return it now, here's King. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rivers to throw it. Caught left side, Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
Twelve.
Rivers now from the 50. This is Gordon on the dump off. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
So that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Rivers. And he whips that one incomplete there. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. To the air again here, Rivers. And Tate's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Let's go.
Second down, Rivers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Chris Jones able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
0.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's got this one down to the 10. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here you go, man. 5-4.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. In for the score. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chargers getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw, Rivers. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the 2nd interception in the first half.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Rivers. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now. Green 90. Green 90.
Now Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 36 yards out. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Hey, Rocket!
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. A second down throw for Rivers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. He got 29 yards that time. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. We talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Rivers now on 2nd down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, Rivers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Chris Jones in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Golden Tate. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Now it's Tate. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to him right up the gut. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal.
Load it. Load it. Hey, left.
Here's Rivers. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made this a 1-score game.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out come the Chiefs now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll bring up a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On second down, here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Rivers on 1st down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Rivers now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers over the middle, complete to Tate. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the red zone now, Rivers. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
Left, 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 left. Slow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's complete to Chris Conley. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Slow. Here we go. Green, 90.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Short kick. It's taken at the 23. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Black 58 rail. Black 58.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They'll run again with Hunt, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
To return it now, here's King. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Rivers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Red!
On 1st and 10, Rivers got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And an alley to run. Touchdown, L.A. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. A try here for the extra point. No problem there on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And now here comes Kansas City. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Mahomes now on first down, finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Black 58 rail! Black 58 rail!
Mahomes to throw once more. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Butker now to kick this one away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first down throw here for Rivers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the gun, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. First down, Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Rivers now on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Rivers again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win, obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team, and he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. And they'll run it here. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second down, Rivers finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing, Rivers, complete. It's Henry. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. That
last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rivers to throw it. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And Allen's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. Hey, go orange. Orange.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And they'll go on the ground. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Hey! White!
To throw on 2nd down. Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, ready? Hit 180. Hey, go orange.
Operating from the gun. Rivers. And that is incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. One man in the backfield, that's Gordon, 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. And this one's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Brandon, it's easy to make decisions from right up here where we are, right in the cheap seats, but let's be frank about this one. This isn't even a decision as far as I'm concerned. They have to go for it here. Field goal does you almost no good as time's running out in the game. If you want to win, you have to be aggressive here.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
Hey, Rocket!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
On the run, this is Hunt. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Chiefs, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.